All right, you guys. So today we are going to get a look at Han Solo's Landspeeder. Very cool, 3¼ size vehicle. Very awesome. I was able to pick this up over the weekend. Got very lucky, guys. This particular item has a street date of 4/13. I was able to get my hands on this a bit early due to some very fortunate circumstances. So we are going to get a look at this particular vehicle here today, guys. So I'm very excited to get this because it is actually the first Landspeeder we've had since Luke's Landspeeder. I don't know exactly when they issued the last version of that, besides the 6-inch version. We know we just got that 6-inch version just a few months ago, but this is the first Landspeeder that we've had since that particular time. So I'm very excited to see what this looks like and see what this is all about. So guys, we are going to get a look at this particular vehicle. As we all know, we saw the trailer yesterday where he does a little bit of action there in the speeder. As you can see in the background, we have the video in the background of the speeder right there. So very excited, guys. So let's go ahead and get a look at the box. All right, you guys. So we are getting a look at the box here today. So we have a different looking box here for the Solo line, which is absolutely cool. Of course, we have the movie artwork for the Solo film. Very cool with all of our characters here. We have the new version of the Falcon, or should I say the original version of the Falcon, with its additional cargo space there, which is missing on our original version of the Falcon, guys. But it has been confirmed that this particular missing piece is a cargo piece that can actually be jettisoned, and we will see that feature on the new release of the Falcon, this particular version of the Falcon. This particular item that we have here today, we obviously have a very cool illustration of the speeder right here with Han Solo driving there. Very cool. And then we get a little depiction of the Force Link that is supposed to give you all of the sound. We do have Han Solo's Landspeeder reading down there. Disney, Hasbro. We also have our figure here, which is a very cool looking figure here in the window. He has a different outfit than the 6-inch release that we received just shortly, guys. But getting a look at the rest of the box, guys, turning the box onto its side. Very interesting here that I do not believe that this is Han Solo's speeder. I think this is the actual speeder that's chasing after him in the trailer that we see. So that's very cool, and I'll be very interested to see if they're going to release this particular vehicle. That would be interesting and nice to have to go along with this particular vehicle. And then on the back side of the box here, guys, we have Star Wars, we have Han Solo's Landspeeder, we have again an illustration of the speeder itself, we have our figure right there, we have all of the features that are available on this particular vehicle, which are really cool, guys. It has a crash eject zone right there, so it has a crumple effect right there, and it also launches the figure from the driver's seat. So that's very cool. So evidently it looks as though that Han Solo is going to be crashing his vehicle. Spoiler alert, guys, but it looks like he's going to be crashing this vehicle in the movie at some point if they're giving you this feature. So a bit of a spoiler on the toy here itself, so kind of funny. And then of course again, it is compatible with the Force Link. Again, that is a different version of the Force Link right there. As a matter of fact, it has details of the Falcon on the Force Link, which is really cool. So this will be the device that will activate the sounds for the vehicles for this particular line, guys. So probably they're forcing you again to purchase another Force Link that I believe retails about for $24.99. Then of course we have all of our legal information there at the bottom. Here you can actually see the size of the vehicle in a child's hand, so it's a nice size vehicle, but we are going to get a look at it. And then of course there's the figure and the force link there as well. And then again, guys, on the other side we have again an illustration of the vehicle in a child's hand. Again, a very nice size vehicle. Star Wars logo here with the Solo font or colors there, and Force Link 2.0, wear the Force Link 2.0 to activate sounds. So very, very cool, guys. So guys, let's go ahead and pop this baby out of the box and get a look at the vehicle. It's all right, you guys. So we have the figure and the vehicle out of the box, and it is a very cool size vehicle, guys. Unfortunately, I don't have the 3 1/4 size Luke speeder to compare it with. Unfortunately, I wish I did, so we could see how it compares in particular size. I would venture to say, and of course this would be me saying this without actually again not having one, I think it's a bit wider than Luke's original speeder, and I don't know if it's as long, but it looks to be as long as the speeder. So I think it's a very good size particular speeder. So a very cool looking vehicle. Now, as you guys can see, it is missing one essential part. And the reason for that is I wanted to show you guys how to put that particular part on the vehicle. So we're going to get a look at that right now. So the vehicle comes with this wing piece that's obviously not attached because it would not fit in the box if it were attached. But this is the wing that's on the vehicle. If you look in the picture in the background there, guys, you see that wing that's in the back. Well, this obviously is that particular part, and it is the only part of the vehicle that is not assembled. So we're going to go ahead and put that on, and I wanted to show you guys how to get that done. So guys, on the vehicle, and I don't know if you can see it there, but there is a small slot right there on the vehicle, and that is where you would slide the curved portion of the wing in. So we're going to go ahead and slide that in there, and then once you have that slid in on the side, you want to come around to the other side and kind of get that piece, this piece right here, popped into place. So we got that popped into place. Make sure this is popped into place, and we have our vehicle all set and ready to be driven. So very cool, guys. Just wanted to show you how to get that wing on there. But getting a look at the vehicle itself, we get a little bit of detail on the side here. Looks like it's missing some side panels here. So again, we get the speeder kind of in a very used condition. Don't know if this is a speeder that he stole, or if this is the one that he's been running around with since he was a kid. Also, I believe Kiara is with him in that scene. There's 2 people in the vehicle. I believe she is the other person. Just like Luke's speeder, it is missing a panel on the engine side. So very cool. Really, really good vehicle, and very reminiscent of Luke's original. And also, guys, getting you a look on the inside of the vehicle. As you can see, you have your 2 seats. This is an ejection seat for the driver, so you can actually eject that driver out. Again, there is a crumple or crash feature here, and we'll demonstrate that in a little bit. I just wanted to get you guys a look on the inside. There's a steering wheel, the instrument panel. Right there looks to be a sticker. The shifters here are not articulated. They are just a mold there, in case you guys are wondering, on the vehicle. But very cool. The underside of the vehicle here, guys, no wheels. So this is a vehicle that you're basically going to have to slide across the floor if you're actually playing with it, rather than displaying it. But it does sit very well on a flat surface, so you don't have to worry about that. It sitting looking all weird on your shelf. It will sit just fine. All right, guys, and then getting you a look at the figure itself. Now, of course, again, the figure is a 5 POA figure, guys, and if you don't know what that means, that is only 5 points of articulation on this figure. But obviously, again, this is a different outfit for young Han Solo here, and even a very different head sculpt As a matter of fact, I would say that that's not even directly Alden Ehrenreich's face sculpt. I think what they tried to do is kind of do a mash between Harrison Ford and Ehrenreich's face sculpt there. But we do have a 5 POA version of that same sculpt that we got in the 6-inch version. I do have one available, and we're going to do a comparison of that particular figure. All right, you guys, and here is a look at both figures, guys. Again, I believe that this particular version right here is a much younger version than the version with the brown leather jacket. I believe this is teenage Han Solo, and then the brown leather jacket is young man Han Solo. But that's just my interpretation between the two. As you can see, the hairstyle on the two is a bit different. He's got more of a young boy style, young teenage style look there. And of course, he's got something that's a little bit closer to the Harrison Ford hairstyle with the brown leather jacket. So very, very cool. And then getting a look at the pistol, guys, for our teenage Han Solo, you can see that is his original pistol before he got the P44, and I hope I've got that right there, the P44 there that he does get from Tobias. As we saw in the trailer, guys, we do find out that young Solo does receive his pistol, his famous pistol, from Tobias, his mentor, in the film, or at least that's what it appears to be the situation. So very, very cool, and really do like this figure, even though, again, it is a 5 POA figure, guys. It is a part of the 5 POA line. I know some people do not collect this line. I actually have started collecting this line, mostly due to the need of having them with the vehicles that I purchased. And not a bad figure, but again, I am opposed to them packaging it up with the Force Link, forcing you again to pay $24.99 for another Force Link. So there they are, guys, sitting in the car together. Of course, I didn't have Kiara to put in the passenger side, so we're using the other Solo here to demonstrate two figures in there, but kind of cool. As you can see, I have the hands wrapped around the steering wheel, so really, really cool. And they fit very, very nicely. Now, unfortunately, I just found out that I'm not going to be able to use the Force Link feature because it requires the download of an app that actually is not available yet. So my assumption is that the app will be available after 4/13, which is the official release date for these items. So what I'll have to do is shoot a part 2 video demonstrating the sounds and lines from the movies from these figures at that date, guys. So do look forward to a part 2 of this particular video where we will go over the lines that are demonstrated from the figures as well as the sounds from the vehicles, guys. But there it is, and there is a look at the vehicle. Now we're going to get a look at a couple of features on the vehicle. So let's go ahead and get that. All right, so we're going to see if we can get him flying out of the vehicle with the crumple feature, the accident feature. So let's see if we can get that done. All right, cool, cool, cool. So as you can see, he was ejected out of the seat. I was able to catch him before he hit the ground, but very cool and very awesome. One of the reasons I was actually able to get him to fully be ejected out of the seat, as you can see, I had to take his arms and raise them above the windshield because once the seat jumps up to eject him, if his arms are on the steering wheel, his arms will prevent him from actually flipping out of the vehicle unless the accident is strong enough to eject him out of the vehicle. But I did have to adjust him a bit just to make sure that he would clear the windshield and properly be ejected out of the vehicle. So we're going to try that one more time just to see how it works again. And all I did, guys, to reset everything was to once that chair pops up, you just push it back down and it resets everything And then, of course, you can go ahead and recreate that accident again. Very cool. And as you can see, the figure falls out, flips over onto the hood. So it'll be interesting to see what young Solo is going to be doing in the film that would cause him to have this type of accident and flip over the windshield. And again, guys, as I mentioned, to reset everything, you just simply push the seat down and it resets everything to back to normal. So guys, it is a really, really cool vehicle. I think it's really cool. Very, very nice. Awesome looking vehicle. And I can't wait to hear the sounds on it. Again, unfortunately, the app that you would need to download to get the Force Link 2.0 to work is currently not available, or at least I was unable to find it on Google Play, nor was I able to find it in the App Store where the app is supposed to be available. But my assumption is that the app is not being made available until the official release date of these items, which again is supposed to be for April 13th. So guys, again, I will be shooting a follow-up video on this vehicle as well as the figures themselves, so we can hear some of the lines that will be coming out of the film and whatnot. So guys, do stay tuned for that follow-up video. So guys, please let me know what you think of the figures and the vehicle. Will you be going out to collect these vehicles and figures? Are you excited for the Solo film? What do you think about the speeder itself compared to the speeder that we got with Luke? Put those comments down below. Please like and subscribe. And of course, guys, from the Father to the Son to the Obi-Wan Force Ghost, may the Force be with you always.